discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Yeah, good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Karibuni sana to another beautiful episode, Conversation of the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby. To the first time listeners on all our YouTube channels, on the radio stations, Spreaker, Spotify, all our streaming platforms. I hope you guys are doing good today, having an easy day. Mine has been amazing. It's just a cold evening right in the 254. Literally, I think we're looking forward to rain. And yeah, it's not rained, I think, for the last a week. Yeah, around here. But in other places of Nairobi or Kenya, have been raining. But it's been super cloudy this amazing evening. So I think we're looking forward to literally some rain. Let me know what's the weather on your end. And of course, Karibuni. My name is Joby once again. To the first time listeners. And of course, it being on a Wednesday, I'm going to be starting with some amazing video. It's been a minute since we shared some food, culture, literally looking at the food of the Black Americans, how the history, literally from enslavement, how Black people survived and how they changed so much, I'd say, of so many things, into amazing, delicious food that literally are embraced till to date, literally. So I'm going to be sharing today some amazing video talking about how the Black cooks humiliated enslavers with oxtail. I think that's one video we've not, or maybe a history we don't know about. We've talked about collard greens. We've talked about macaroni and cheese. We've talked about chitlins. I love me some chitlins. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I love me some chitlins. I'm not going to mind some chitlins every now and then with some ugali. Slaps very different, especially fried. It's good. But what I'm not going to have is the pig foot. I'm not doing that. The pig nose. I'm not doing none of that. But yeah, so I'm going to be sharing that amazing video as we continue today's conversation. And of course, Karibuni sana to everyone who is with us. Hit that like button as you join. And of course, we have Mr. Black Hot Fire, who's also just joining right now. How you doing this amazing afternoon from your end?
I'm good, Joby. How you doing today? Did you go eat your ugali and kales and all other kind of shit?
No, I was having mokimo. Actually, let me show you what mokimo is, because since we're talking about food, let me show you that.
Yeah, what is mokimo? Can't just explain it? With a bunch of bananas thrown in a pot?
Nah. Since I got the image, why not share? Like, if you don't mind. Mokimo is a mixture of, this is like mashed potatoes.
Okay.
With mashed potatoes, you can do it either with spinach. If not spinach, you can put pumpkin leaves, which is better with pumpkin leaves. That's how it's considered as
pumpkin leaves. I'm not eating no pumpkin leaves.
Boiled pumpkin leaves, then blend them, and then you mash them together with the potatoes, and then add boiled corns, the maize.
Corn? Okay, corn. Yeah, maize. Oh man, that sounds rough.
Nice. Super nice.
Sound like some rough eating there.
No, it's and some chicken. It's been a minute.
Chicken. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we shared. The last time we talked about our sharing episodes of food was last year. I think lately we've been more into the history of the Black history. That's what I've been sharing. But today I bumped into an amazing video from the same page of this amazing guy talking about how the Black people made, how they humiliated enslavers with the oxtail. I think we've not talked about the oxtail. I'm saying we've talked about macaroni and cheese, collard greens, chitlins. I got me some chitlins with ugali. I was saying that. Yeah, I'm not just gonna have the pig food. Spare me with that and the pig nose. And then yeah, we talked about gumbo and how literally where
Mhm.
most of these foods originated from. So let's look at this as we learn some history.
If you walk into a restaurant today, you open the menu and you see a plate of oxtail, it's going to run you $35, $40. Usually, when you pay for a cut of beef like that, you're expecting a premium cut, a ribeye, a
That's
filet.
expensive.
But
Damn.
this is literally just a cow's tail. A century ago, it was considered garbage. The white establishment would not touch it. So, how did this pile of trash become a $40 luxury item? Well,
Exactly.
today the
Pile of
speaker is
trash.
about some of
That
us.
sounds like a pile of trash to me too. How's a pile of trash become a luxury item? That's what I'm thinking. Let me
Mm,
know. Go
you don't eat
ahead.
you don't eat oxtails, kid?
Absolutely not.
Wow. I've seen people okay, personally no me too, but I've seen people embrace, like they go to the butchery. When I go to the butchery, I find people buying like kilos of oxtails, literally kilos. It's
It's a
crazy.
story about how black
You ain't got
cooks,
to worry about
they
me buying not 1 kilo.
an economic flip, how they sold these systems own trash right back to a world for a
Mhm.
$1 billion profit. So
Mm.
join us today while we discuss why black folks love oxtails. And if you enjoy stories like this, you can find more stories like this at onemichistory.com. Please like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get started. To understand oxtails, you have to understand the disrespect. If you go back to the 1800s, the plantation economy was running at full speed. In the American South, it was cotton. In Jamaica, it was the brutal product of sugar. When
Sugarcane.
cows or steers were slaughtered, the colonial establishment took the high cuts, the hams, the roasts, the steaks, the premium ribs. They took the meat that was easy to cook and easy to chew. What was left over wasn't even considered food by white folks' terms. It was biological waste. It was the intestines. It was the feet, the
Yeah,
ears, the tail.
exactly.
It was the
Biological
meat
waste intestine. Ugh. The shit. Go ahead.
was specifically designed to make you feel like you were at the bottom of the economic ladder. The system tossed away these scraps into a pile and gave them to enslaved black folks from Mississippi to Kingston. Now,
All right.
this is the exact moment where
They
most
threw it.
places would
They
talk
threw it away
about
and
the
they said,
struggle.
"Eat that, nigga. Eat that."
The textbooks let's give you a whitewash story that tells you how sad and hungry all of us were. They want you to view enslaved cooks like they were helpless victims, tossing whatever random garbage they could find into a pot to make a desperate, watery soup. But black cooks didn't have time for pity. They were too busy engineering a masterpiece. They looked at that pile of discarded bones and oxtails, and they saw what white plantation owners couldn't see. When the white owners looked at oxtails, all they saw was tough, bony, unchewable pieces of garbage. But when black cooks looked at it, they saw collagen, they saw marrow, they saw the building
Yeah,
block.
this is actually a shout out to the bike guy who literally had to carry me after I fell. Okay, so he was telling me,
Okay.
"Hey, lady, you're gonna get old and you're gonna start literally using a clutch before you even like in your 40s. So I advise you to go take some soup, and most of the soup is oxtail soup, which is very good
Bone.
for the bones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
college.
yeah. So it's telling me I need to drink soup like 3 times a day so that my bone can
True.
again complete itself and become stronger without me ever depending
That's
on
true.
clutch. So yeah, it's could be good for your bones. You don't have to eat the meat.
Of concentrated flavor. They realized that
You can
the
eat the meat
system's
too, Joe. But calm down.
I've never tried it, so I don't know.
arrogance was actually a massive vulnerability. The system thought that it was hoarding all the good meat, but they were completely unaware that they were throwing away the most flavorful parts of the animal. See, black cooks understood something that many people at the time didn't, that most cooks were lazy and impatient. A steak was easy. You throw a ribeye on a hot fire for 5 minutes on each side and it's done. Anyone can do that. It requires zero culinary intelligence. But oxtail, it requires time and strategy. Think about the anatomy of an oxtail. The cow spends its entire life using its tail to swat flies. It's a constantly moving appendage. That means that the muscle fibers in the oxtail are thick like steel cables. It's the heavily exercised muscle packed tight with thick connective tissue, cartilage, and massive bones. If you try to cook an oxtail like a steak and just throw it on the grill, it will literally break your teeth. It's like chewing a leather boot. So black cooks across the diaspora hacked the system by turning the cast iron pot into a chemistry lab. They didn't just cook the meat, they broke it down on a cellular level using two parallel methods. In the American South, they utilized the ancestral knowledge of Western Africa one-pot cooking. They seared the meat and submerged it in seasoned liquid and let the low and slow method melt the connective tissue into velvet gelatin, creating a rich, thick gravy. But down in Jamaica, these cooks took it a step further. They looked at the sugar that they were harvesting and weaponized it. They took cane sugar, burned it down to the bottom in heavy Dutch pot until it was smoking and caramelized. Using this legendary browning technique, they tossed in the oxtails and locked in that deep, dark mahogany crust and that flavor profile that is impossible to replicate with just salt and pepper. Then they used the island's arsenal, Scotch bonnet peppers for that aggressive heat, allspice, fresh thyme, and scallions. They let it simmer for hours until the thick cartilage melted away. Then they stretched the meat by adding butter beans to soak up the liquid that was left behind. This wasn't just survival, it was two parallel scientific methods for processing oxtail. They engineered scraps into a masterpiece. They created a closed loop flavor profile where nothing was wasted. Yet, if this technique just stayed on plantations, it would have been a footnote. But black folks were about to move. When emancipation came, the Great Migration kicked off some years later. Millions of black Americans headed
north and west
to cities like Chicago,
and west,
Detroit, Harlem, Oakland,
LA.
And at the same time, the Caribbeans were boarding ships to London and Toronto, Miami, Brooklyn. They packed their suitcases and brought along their culinary blueprints. By the mid-20th century, oxtail moved from rural dirt roads into the concrete urban centers of the world. Black women opened restaurants, boarding houses, and alley cook shops that fed the massive black working class population coming off 12-hour shifts. To make a profit, these business women needed a cheap protein, and oxtails, they were dirt cheap. Why? Because white packing plant executives in Chicago and British butchers in London still thought the oxtail was trash. Black entrepreneurs bought the tails for pennies. They cooked them using methods that had been perfected by their ancestors, and they sold them by the thousands. This wasn't just a dinner service, it was an economic engine. Black families bought homes, funded churches, sent their kids to college off the profits from this trash meat. Black cooks were beating white butchers by exploiting their own ignorance.
I feel like it's because black people have unique way of cooking with the spices that will make anything from trash to just something delicious,
Exactly.
I think that's the reason why.
Now the establishment was never going to allow us to
keep making money. Exactly. Keep making money off some shit that they thought was trash. You getting rich off of it? Nah, I'm coming to see you.
Fast forward to the late 20th century, early 21st century, and the Food Network era kicks in. High-end white chefs start looking for an authentic, poor people ingredients to put on their menu. And they realized that they had been ignoring a gold mine. White chefs and corporate restaurants suddenly discovered oxtails. They realized that the meat that we've been eating for a century was perfect for their high-end stews and Italian ragouts. They slapped
because it's expensive. Oxtails are expensive. That's why I've never tasted them.
See, now they're expensive. They used to be trash. Now see how some trash is now expensive. See, they got down to expensive. It used to be cheap and trash. Now they're expensive. Yeah, I heard people say they're expensive now. I've never ate them ever, but see, I know now they're expensive, but they used to be trash. Trash.
Yeah, because I've had people personally on the butcher order them, literally, because I pay attention to to the orders, maybe of some things I've never ordered, and then you're like,
Yeah.
man, for a kg, and I'm getting all this meat for a kg. Nah, I'm not. I'm good. I'd rather get 2 kilos, 3 kilos of what you're getting than what you're getting.
Put on menus and called it nose to tail dining, acting like they'd invented the concept of not wasting the animal. This was the gentrification of poor people food. Once the establishment wanted it, the global demand skyrocketed. But there's a bit of a mathematical problem with oxtail. A 1,200-pound steer only has one tail. The tail only yields about a pound and a half of viable, usable meat. When black and brown people wanted it, the supply was fine. When the entire world wanted it was a rare commodity. The price of oxtails went from 99 cents a pound in the 90s to $5, then 8, then 10, then 14 a pound at the grocery store. The
That's
system
what Joey just
couldn't
said.
beat the recipe.
Joey just said it. Now, you inwards are making money off this thing, huh? Now we're gonna put an end to that shit. Now it's expensive. Go ahead, Joey.
They priced us out of our
Yeah.
own invention.
Prices
In
out
the
of
end,
it.
we
Right.
taught that Black history is about us constantly begging. We're told that our ancestors spent all of their time asking the system for a seat at their
Hand up.
table. But oxtail, it flips that narrative. We didn't ask for a piece of their pie. We took the
Their own
garbage that
pie.
they were throwing away and turned it into an undeniable legacy and made it so good that the system literally had to buy it back from us. The true power in all of this is not begging for a seat at their table. It is engineering your own, developing your own recipes and your own table. Plantation owners thought they were humiliating us by giving us their scraps. They didn't realize they were handing us the keys to a billion-dollar empire that spanned from Atlanta to Kingston, from London to Brooklyn. So next time you see a plate of $14 oxtails, you don't see an expensive meal. You see the economic flip that was developed by Black folks. The system
White people, man, white people. Man, you can make this shit happen. Sir, you can make this shit happen. You can make this shit happen with these people, I swear. I don't know how many of you try to sit down and you try to fathom the things we talk about, the things you find. You can fathom white people, I swear. This is crazy. You used to give chitlins to black people, like, now,
Yeah, like garbage. That's right, garbage. It's right. If you
now
make money off of it, take it back and now get you out of it and make money. It's always there. Always.
you can't change. Again, they say things change, they don't change. Try to
Uh,
no.
can never defeat you if you know how to
See,
extract
I didn't know that.
value from the
I grew up always when it was expensive. I always thought I ain't eating that no way, but I didn't know why it was so expensive. Now I know. I know it used to be cheap. See, I said, nah. What? How much you making out this shit? What you doing? We put an end to that. So,
They are always
cause you go to them Jamaican restaurants that make that shit and that shit be all expensive. Like I'm not eating that shit.
Yeah, I just mentioned Jamaica. I said Jamaicans literally adapted to this, like it's part of their culture. Because I've had
It is.
even in music, they're like, oxtail. I'm like, shit, okay. What's up? Oxtails.
forget to look. Thank you. This has been one of my Black history.
Okay, so that's just a little bit of history. Everyone is that we get to share this just for you to understand some of the Black cultures, some of the things that maybe Black people participated in, the Black heroes as well.
It's like they went around calling themselves FBAs online and dupy shit. You see that from Jamaica, the Africans were doing it, and America they were doing it, and everybody was making oxtail. So then they took it to London. So how you different people, morons? Understand that? Again, just fake division. We all were giving us trash meat. Eat this trash, good Negroes. Take the trash. I knew because during my period of time, it's always been expensive. Like what? But just eat a tail? Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm not buying that. So I never had it. I've never tasted it. Go ahead, Jimmy.
that's not a culture like you and your parents grew up with. Like it's not
Here's a
anything that.
culture. Yeah. My parents and my family, because all my family originates from the South too, Joe. So yeah, they used to eat that. I just never ate it. So yeah, we was in California. They would eat it. They would eat oxtails and stuff. I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know the expense of it, but me it just didn't sound like oxtail. It didn't sound. I'm a picky eater. I can't eat everything. So you'll never see me like being like somebody traveling the world. Just let me try that. I'm like, nah. What the hell is that? What is that? I just can't try. I'm a slow eater. I'm a weird eater. I can't just be eating shit. I don't know the fuck it is, or it smells weird. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So when my parents were eating that, I'm like, nah, that don't look right. So, it don't even sound right. Oxtails. Is that like a cow's butt? Something? Nah. That's why I could never. Also, but oxtails didn't smell funny. But that chitlins, yeah, my family ate that shit. I could never. I was like, I don't know. My mom never ate it. I think my dad did eat it, but it was rare for us. But because I think, like I said, my father's family comes out of Texas. So when they come to California to visit us, and always on the holidays. I remember one time I was like maybe 7, 8. I said, "What is that? You're a kid. You don't know you been nobody." I said, "What is that stinking?" Right. You don't know you're being offensive. You're like, "What is that stinking in it?" Boy, those are chitlins. Chitlins, what is that? You gonna eat that and stinking like that? What is that? So they said, those are pig guts, pig intestines. You're still a kid. Intestine, what is that? I didn't know that. I don't think I knew then that was the doo-doo shaft. I didn't know that yet. I'm like, but I'm thinking in my mind, why would you eat something that stink like this? But why? It's like eating a bowl of bowl of dookie. What? Nah. So I never even tried chitlins. I wouldn't even put it to my lips and like try it. So stuff like that, I just could never try it because I'm really a picky eater. There's very few things I can just even eat. So me and somebody, I would probably offend a lot of people because they would bite me in the house, ask me to try their culture, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to try that shit. So I would probably offend a lot of people because I just can't eat a lot of shit. Like, nah. Then you make people mad. You say, "Is it good? Is it good?" You can't say, "Nah, this shit nasty as hell."
Do you guys eat sardines?
Oh yeah, I hate them things. Yeah, that's for poor people. Oh, them things stink.
Oh my God.
That's a poor. Yeah, them sardines. It's very rare. It's very rare somebody I met somebody eat. So I met a lot of cats in the military. I was in the military back in the day. Ate them sardines. I'm like, them things stink. Like, no way. They come in like that silver package. You guys remember that? You guys used to eat sardines and crackers. I think my mom used to eat that shit. We would go, man, that shit stink. Mom, what the hell you eating that shit for?
I feel like what has the strongest scent, if you compare chitlins and sardines has the strongest scent, but it's not for poor people. We just
they both stink. That's a poor people.
Poor people. No, it's not for poor people. Oh my God. We had this discussion and you were there actually, me and Shimani, and we were talking about sardines. Like a Ugandan lady saying that this is for poor people. It's not for
She said the same thing too.
poor people. Sardines are nice. Oh my God, if fried well.
I mean, you can eat them. Well, I don't care how you cook it and fry. I'm not eating. I can't stand the shit. Always in America, sardines for poor people in America. I'm not eating that shit. Now, food shouldn't be labeled poor rich because it's food. But you usually see poor people eating sardines. So let's ask everybody in the chat room. Hey, you guys eat sardines? I don't eat that shit at all.
But they also say that's struggle food. Are you guys?
Yeah, exactly. That's struggle for poor people. That's struggle food, boy. Exactly right. I ain't seen nobody with sardines in years. That's struggle nigga shit. You struggling, you're struggling when somebody pulls out the sardines. Oh man, like rough, huh?
Oh my God, that's part of like our meals. Like if you let's say Yeah, that's part of like our meals plan. Even in hotels, it's part of like hotel meals. Like,
Hey,
damn.
what is
Hey,
Africa known for? Struggling. So,
no, 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 sister. Hey, I'm not struggling. I like me some
and
sardines, especially the ones money brings from Kisumu.
again,
They're the best. Oh my God, they're so nice. Shout to
oh,
Shmani
so,
mom.
Shimani brings her trash back in from
No,
Kisimu.
no, so good.
So we said,
So
I'm
good.
not struggling. I eat.
I love my sardines. I hate when someone says that, like, shit, like, oh, what do you mean?
That's why
Go
you
for it.
get. I see. That's why you get so mad, so animated now. I ain't never. I ain't never seen nobody go out and buy no sardines, though, right? Unless they struggling. I'm just keeping it real.
That's you guys. That's you guys, white people
Uh,
struggling.
no,
That's you.
that's your white people.
That's it. That's a culture. That's part of our meal. But as we continue, before we get to talk about Iran saying it's not
Yeah,
going to have a ceasefire because they want to teach America and Israel a lesson. We're gonna
they
be
need
getting.
they need to. I mean, the whole thing is that's why you got Trump copping pleas and all these white morons are we're winning, we were going to win. You got Pete Hegseth, this idiot. You know, just the most incompetent staff of idiots ever assembled of cabinet members. Pete said was a talk show host. What is he doing as defense secretary? You got Marco Rubio, moronic senator out of Florida, an idiot because they were all controlled by is not real, right? The cats with the fucking top hats. So, like I said, Iran has been preparing for this war for 40 years since we invaded, since they overthrew the fake king that the Rothschilds put up in there back in the Shah of Iran when they overthrew the government. See, they don't ever say, they want to get all this fake history. They overthrew a duly elected president in Iran because he had the audacity, which Africans don't do. He had the audacity, but same thing Ibram Torre is doing, right? He had the audacity to say, I'm going to take my resources and it's going to benefit my people. We're not going to be poor and giving out money to the Western society and white people, right? So he had to be overthrown. How dare were you going to do what? Your resources belong to me, not to you. And that's how these savages operate. Your shit belongs to them. That's how crazy it is. That's why you got Trump. You see, Trump said, we attacked him and we blew him up. And how dare it's not right that they're attacking us back. Can you imagine the psychopathy in this moron? And this is how they really feel. They believe they get to rape, pillage, murder, kill, steal, and don't nobody push back on them because they've been doing it for so long and been getting away with it. So that's how when they're Africa, they've been getting away with this so long that this ass whipping is overdue, right? You find a country that said, no, we'd rather die than live on our knees, right? So they've been preparing. They've been preparing. You got them invading Afghanistan, us invading Iraq on both sides. So they knew one thing, like I said, times change, they don't. So eventually Mr. Charlie's coming to see you, right? Mr. Charlie's coming to knock on your door. You in there, Joby? You in there with my sardines? These are mine. I'm about my. You in there with my goddamn sardines, Joby? Is that what you're doing? You think you're gonna eat your sardines without giving me a taste?
All of them.
That's right. Now I might give you half a tail, but I want the rest of them. You understand that? Think you're gonna be in there eating your goddamn sardines without giving me my damn proper respect? But anyway, so that's right. So we're dealing with a system of psychopathy, right? System that's been built because they're naturally psychopaths. These are just facts. Not me saying it's not me being hyperbolic and me, being speaking hyperbole. These are facts that they are diagnosed as psychopaths. So with this psychopathy, they keep thinking they're just going to run and steal and kill, and no one's going to do anything. So now Iran said, you know what? We'd rather die. We're going to be to the death. And so since Iran controls a certain part of the world, Hormuz Straits, that most people's fertilizers, liquid gas, petrol comes out of it because they ain't got to defeat America because one-on-one they can't defeat us like that. They'll just destroy the economy. They make it too expensive for you to even wage war against them. So you come into that straits to get oil, I'm going to blow your ass up. There ain't going to be no oil moving around here. So that's going to destroy everything in the world is based on what? An oil economy. So that destroys the world economy. Then we're going to bankrupt the dollar. We're going to say, hey, every acquisition that we're allowed to transpire within this region, it's going to have to be within yuan, not the dollar. If you're dealing with the dollar, we're going to blow your ass up. So if I say, hey, we're going to now buy everything in yuan, that destroys America. But when the dollar collapsed, they can't afford the military no more. They can't afford paying nobody in the Navy, in the Army, in Special Force, in Joby's Delta Force. Chuck Norris goes broke. No more because the dollar's worse. No more Chuck Norris in Delta Force, right? So America loses the ability to wage war because now its economy's been destroyed. So them talking about, oh, we need to stop now. What? You surprise attack them. Understand the hubris and the craziness of these people? And no one's been able to say, we know the cats run the world through their fake banking scam. Everybody knows that now. It ain't the Orsini family. And Iran is telling the truth. America's a puppet state of the Rothschild banking family. That's a fact. Our Federal Reserve is fake. I told you, when we went to Iraq and destroyed Iraq for what? To give them democracy and freedom and all these fake things they give you. Their oil today goes straight to what? The Rothschild Central Bank in New York. Direct. You can look this. They don't hide it no more. You go look it up. Where does Iraq's oil wealth go now? Oh, straight to the Federal Reserve Bank, controlled by the Rothschilds in New York. These are facts. So all this idea that you don't see when you say these things, you become antiseptics. You know what that means? The guy used code words. You become antiseptic, right? So everybody can see their own eyes who's running this world, who runs the planet through their fake banking scam. And so this is now the final play because Iran wouldn't kneel. Iran wouldn't kneel and suck the dick. Well, you're trying to get the dick in the mouth. You know what you need to do, Iran. Iran said, nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to allow no banks up in here. We're not going to allow ourselves to be bent over. And South Iran, these are the people of the Epstein file. Exactly. They're trying to draw some moral equivalence. This wicked-ass America. Now, they all been implicated within these files that they have not released yet. Now, we know just a little bit, because I told you, most people's minds can't fathom this kind of evil. They've been fucking babies. They've been see, I said this years ago, 10 years ago. Oh, I was the crazy one. The crazy. No more alleged. None of this is alleged no more. They've been all pedophiles. The world's run by psychopathic, cannibalistic pedophiles. That's a fact. Psychopathic, cannibalistic pedophiles. So we know that all these kids that are missing, they're snatching them up, they're eating them, and they're fucking them. They're drinking their blood. These are facts. And they're trying to give you some more equivalence of Iran being bad. Iran said, why don't they release those files? We got the Epstein file people bombing us and talking about some morality when they actually eating babies and fucking them. These are facts. That's why even YouTube won't even censor you when you say that, because they know these are facts. They've been fucking babies and they've been eating them. This is how wicked and deep this shit goes. But go ahead, Joe.
Mm-hmm. So let me share a couple of videos here as we get into that.
Donald Trump, as they not only declared France just humiliated Donald Trump, only declined, they poured salt in the wound, as you know.
There's a video of Trump circulating of him earlier today saying that Macron is going to be out of office very soon, and this is because France said that they are not going to be getting involved with this war because it has nothing to do with them.
Trump has been begging our allies to come bail him out in the Strait of Hormuz. And President Macron of France was one of the first to deny that request, saying that France did not choose this Iran war. We are not taking part in it. Nobody can force us. And while that statement is powerful enough on its own, the French general decided to chime in, adding, joining Trump's coalition today is like buying a ticket to dinner and dancing on the Titanic after it hit the iceberg. That is brutal and is the truth of where Trump is at right now. Because he later added that Donald Trump is not looking for help in the war. He is looking for somebody to share the political cost.
The blame,
right. Donald Trump got into a situation. He's looking for
an exit, right? Or exit because he looks like a moron. And there's a war that they wanted to have. And they didn't think, shout out to Iran, that they were ready to go dancing with their ass. And Iran was ready to go because, like you said, you're naive if you don't think these things, Joby said, they don't change, that these people not going to show up on your door. We smell your sardines in there, Joby. We smell them. We smell them. You think it's time for you to come out and share them with us? Then we got to come and get you and get them all ourselves, right? So you be naive. You be naive to think that these people are not going to eventually come back to see you, even though you kicked them out 45 years ago. You had the revolution, you kicked them out. They're going to eventually come back because of their greed. Understand that? You can imagine this. Understand this is about greed. I want you to know this. It's about them being able to steal whatever they want. Remember, this is, they're the criminals on the planet. This is theft. This is what this is. This is theft. We went to Venezuela to overthrow the president, steal their oil. These are thieves. They're pirates. They've never stopped piracy, right? They went to Africa for piracy to steal. And then they tell you some fake thing about some democracy or civilization. They make up some old crazy crackpot shit that ain't real. But it's always about theft. And since this is the first time, really, in American history, that America's been this outclassed with shit is getting blown up. We didn't lose this many stuff in World War II. This many operational equipment. Whole battleships are getting blown up. You got aircraft carriers getting blown up. You had Japan that was a military might back then, didn't sink no damn aircraft carriers. Even when they flew planes into them, they didn't sink the aircraft carriers. Now Iran is on the verge of sinking their ass. Sink them. The technology is caught up good enough where they sinking that shit. Your ass is jumping off the ship, dying because of you. That's why you got a lot of people in the military, the American military now saying, what? We're not going for this shit. We're not going to kill. They're not saying we're not going to kill for the Orsini family. They're saying we're not going to kill for the cats with the fucking hats. Then we're not going to go die for them. Because, man, the planners, they send you all this propaganda on all this news media. It's all propaganda, all lies. Our news is all propaganda all the time. But you'll be fools. Yeah, America got to go fight for freedom, fight for justice, and all these other fake terms they give you. When you're just fighting to go line someone else's pockets. As Smedley Butler told you over 100 years ago, war is a racket. Okay, we need to always go back to that. But the leader, the head general, at that time, Smedley Butler was the most decorated general of all time. I don't know if he still is considered. I don't know if he still is the most decorated general. So Marine Corps General Smedley Butler told you all these wars are fake. All these wars are banking wars. All these wars are a racket to make money. They don't care who they kill. It's always step. And it took them a while doing this whole military career. Every time we're supposed to be fighting for something, we're actually stealing shit. We're going to steal somebody's gold, somebody's coltan, somebody's banks. Remember what they did to Haiti, right? With Haiti, you guys remember back in the 1920s, Haiti got lax. Haiti was paying reparations to France. The only black people do this. You're paying a country that enslaved you. You beat them in a war, but you pay them for you getting free. Now make sure we understand this, like the craziness of black people, African, right? So you had Africans in Haiti paying France for a war that they won to get free. With that, Haiti being naive, like goopy Africans are, right? And that we're paying the French, so we're safe. Nah, they always come back to see you. But America, I think that's right when Smedley Butler retired. He retired. That they invaded Haiti, stole their gold, stole it, and shot the president of Haiti in the head. Anybody have been gone to jail or anything done about that? Do this for me, Joe, real quick.
Yeah.
Say what year? Say what year did the United States invade Haiti, steal their gold, and kill their president? This is what you're dealing with now today, 100 years later. I think like 1924. That's why Haiti's been fucked up the last 100 years. Say what year did the American military invade Haiti, steal their gold, and shoot their president?
1914.
Okay, so Smedley Butler was still around. That's 1914. So imagine at this time, guys, right? Haiti is paying reparations to these wicked ass Europeans, the French. Not only paying reparations, they said, so what? So what? Reparations, we don't care about that. We're still gonna invade you, take your gold, and actually, Joe, I think that gold went back to J.P. Morgan. So let's ask Google, say, where did Haiti's gold end up at? Say, where did Haiti, say when America invaded Haiti in 1914, where did the gold go? I think it went to J.P. Morgan's bank. Cats with the hats, control. Where'd that gold go? They never got it back.
Mm-hmm.
Does it say?
It says following them. It's okay. It is following the U.S. invasion of Haiti in 1915, that is 1914-1915, Haitian gold reserves were seized by the U.S. Marines and transferred to the United States.
Okay.
Yeah, so the seizure, transportation, that is in December 17th, 1914, the U.S. Marines walked into Haiti's National Bank.
They walked in and just stole all their gold. But
the gold reserves.
Yeah, and it was so I'm letting you know, it didn't end up in America, guys. And like they said, they took and put it into America. We said no, that went to the bankers, the cats with the hats. Okay.
The same final destination, the gold was transported from the bank under heavy guard to the USS Marquez. I'm pronouncing
that's a ship.
Subsequently, to New York City to be deposited into the vault of the National City Bank. Now the City Bank.
Yeah, Citibank. Who controls Citibank? So we know that didn't go cheaper. So we know Citibank is the Rockefellers, cats with the motherfucking hats. We know Citibank and Chase Manhattan. That's Rockefeller. Ain't that funny? My gold just leaves my country and goes over to their filthy banks, making them rich again. See, everything for them is about theft, stealing. Then they say they're the good guys. We're fighting to free Haiti and give them justice. So as they come bank you and plunge you into poverty. And remember, even though they stole Haiti's gold, stole their wealth, Haiti still had to pay the white man reparations still. Yeah, we stole your shit. So what? And we want our check every month still. But we don't got anything. Our gold was stolen. That's your problem. I don't stand. You still owe some money. You keep paying it. So Haiti got their gold stolen. I want you to understand history so you guys know why Haiti is in the place it is today. Haiti just they'll say, oh, these goofy niggas, these dumbasses, they can't control their government. They're just backward and fucked up. They'll never give you the caveat or the context of what really happened that you've been dealing with. Go ahead, Joey.
I was reporting today where we had 215 Kenyan troops who are deployed there. I think the last batch, they're back in Kenya now. They're sending the Chadian troops who are currently
Okay.
in America. So it's crazy that we've been involved in a war we didn't even start. Something
Of
that we never
course.
started.
Because they want to make it they want to make it look like race non-racist. So you work for your white European daddy to subjugate other African people. They can say it's not racist. See the Kenyans, see the Chadians. We got the other niggas in there. We're not racist. That's the scam they get to pull. We're not racist scam. But go ahead, Joe. You finish playing the video.
A bunch of people from all different countries are claiming that the U.S. is losing this war against Iran from what it looks like.
Jesus fucking Christ. Man, we destroyed their entire Air Force. I'm sorry, 86% of their Air Force.
So what?
In 24 hours. In 48 hours, we destroyed 82% of their Navy. We've struck more than...
Pause it. I want you to see what white supremacy, white delusional nonsense looks like. See, this is a moron. I want you to play all of this. He's talking about what they did and what they didn't do. Not understanding, yes, you've destroyed all these things. Okay, you have. But you're not understanding that it doesn't make a difference. They can't fight us militarily tooth for tooth. But what they can do is destroy the world's economy because most of the oil comes through that area. They ain't got to beat us in no hand-to-hand combat, stupid. See, that's what this white moron's not understanding. So what Iran is doing, he's making sure that there will be no more American presence in that area anymore. So I'm destroying your base in Abu Dhabi. I'm destroying your base in Bahrain. I'm destroying your base in Kuwait. I'm destroying your bases in Saudi Arabia. I'm destroying your bases in Oman. I'm destroying your bases in Qatar. And also I'm destroying your economics footprint. So I'm destroying your Amazon shit there. That Amazon shit, if they blow up, I'm blowing up all your Microsoft shit. I'm blowing up all your Microsoft stuff. I'm blowing all that shit up. I'm blowing up your Palantir. Remember, Palantir is the surveillance, how these cats with that want to take over the world and put everybody down with, everybody's got to have everybody's got to be surveilled now. You got to have your a digital ID and you must show your face to get on the internet. Iran is fucking all that up. Thank God. They're fucking it all up. And see, you don't understand the ramifications of what they're doing. They're making sure that America can't, through the cats with their ass, implement all these wicked ass, diabolical, wicked ass systems to lock the world down. See, this man doesn't even know, but he's thinking about his white supremacy. They've done this. You're losing, stupid. They're losing because they're showing you. Why aren't you getting any oil? So if you win, if you did all this other shit you're talking about, why can't you get any oil through the Straits of Hormuz? Since you destroyed it, we destroyed all the planes in Iran, we destroyed the Navy, then why can't you get the oil from there since you did that, moron? Well, let them play. But I want you to hear this white supremacy delusions. Go ahead, Joe, but let them play.
15,000 strategic targets. In response, Iran has not shot down a single plane, nor sunk a single ship. We don't have ground troops in Iran, so it's not like their army can do anything. And the bases
pause. See, this I understand how white psychopathy works. See, this white boy is a psychopath. So once how white psychopathy works. So everyone knows that America's losing this war, right? Everybody knows it's not. He's telling you. He's trying to tell you, don't believe your eyes, believe these goopy numbers he's talking about, right? I'm telling you, blah, 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 right? But, this is a psychopath. Not understanding that they destroyed all the listening areas of America, $1 billion equipment. It's going to take 20, 30 years if they want to build that back in there. And they're telling you, we're not going to allow it to be built again. We have the technology to make sure that you don't build it no more. So you won't be building no more bases here. See, the reason why America builds bases, that's to project power wherever they want to steal shit from. So if I got a base in your country, of course I'm stealing from you. That's to project power. We'll tell you, you're not going to be allowed to project power in this region anymore, right? So you're not going to be here to project power and control the oil here. We're not going to allow it. We're going to kill you. So that's what so that's all you need to know. They have the technical ability to do that. So they win right there. So them cutting down the Strait of Hormuz also causes what? Fuel prices to go up. See, that's why this guy he's a psychopath. So that causes fuel price to go up, right? And most people can't afford, so that destroys what? The world economy, right? Everything comes to somebody on the back of some kind of transportation. If I can't afford the fuel, I can't transport shit. See, these too stupid to understand it. Yeah, of course, we've blown up this, we've blown up that. And he should know that Iran is blown up, and no matter what the propaganda is saying, they've destroyed at least 7 to 8 fucking American fighters and the refueling planes. They blew them out the sky. But America said, this propaganda said, oh, those were friendly fire, or those are all mishaps. What? 7, 8 at the same time, the same day? So we know Iran has been blowing the motherfuckers out the sky. But his white supremacy mindset, he doesn't believe, I'm white, God damn it, we get to rob and kill and steal no matter what. No, that's his psychopathic mindset. The truth is Iran's been blowing this shit out the sky. That's a fact. But they can't refuel. And we know they can't bring none of their we can't bring none of our destroyers, our battleships, or any of our aircraft carriers within 1,000 miles of the Persian Gulf because the Persian Gulf, because they keep getting fucked up. They keep getting blown up. And what is he talking about? Oh, their Navy is gone. Then how are they still blowing up shit? Why isn't the Strait of Hormuz open, stupid? Why is fuel prices shooting up? This is the mind of white supremacy. It never has any logic. It's psychopathy, right? No logic. Oh, we're blowing all these people up. We're blowing them up. Then why now I'm gonna have you show this video next, Jovi, where Trump is saying the Iranians are very smart. They're smart people. They're so smart. They have IIQs. Oh, they're all stupid and savage. See, when they win it, these people are all savage. They're fucked up. They don't even wash their ass at night. They're fucked up. They're stupid. You know how Trump talks about, they're stupid. They're all low IQ. Iran, all of a sudden, they're so smart. They have high IQs. Because he's trying not to offend them because we're getting our ass beat. Go ahead, Joe. Let the psychopath talk.
Their bombing throughout the Middle East have already mostly been evacuated anyway. So I'm trying to understand how we could possibly be losing. Like we literally took out their leader. They elected a new one. We then took him out about an hour later, and they put in another one, and he's now dead. So we took out all their leaders, all their military higher ups are all dead. Their Air Force is got like, I don't know what, 10% left. Their Navy has what, 16%, and their Army is pretty much non-existent. This what happens when a delusion meets reality. This is how white supremacy works. This is when delusion meets reality. The reality on the ground is that we're getting fucked up. Him being white, he can't fathom this because they've been robbing, stealing, and killing for 500 fucking years. And this is how delusion meets reality, but reality always wins. No matter how delusional this goopy white man is, reality is going to eventually win, right? He's like a Pete Hexen. We're bombing, we're killing them, we're killing girls, we're wiping them out. But the truth on the ground is that America's getting fucked up, and everybody knows it. So we know Trump reached out to Putin to get Putin to talk to Iran. Say, hey, man, try to get him to stop. Putin said, I ain't got shit to do with it. You started this war. I ain't got nothing to do with the shit. So let him go continue. Go ahead, Joe. Let him go ahead.
We have some breaking news where we have Israel, which has attacked the world's largest natural gas field in Iran, which was approved by the U.S.
They blew it up? Did they blow it up? See, exactly. So good. So Iran has been always what?
Israel.
They ain't goddamn reactive. Go ahead, Joe. What you saying?
It's Israel that has attacked the world's largest natural gas field in Iran, approved by the U.S. Yeah.
Of course. See, so understand. See, these are civilizational. They're destroying your civilization when you can't survive. So now what's going to happen? And I don't know why everybody does this with American. You should have been taking offensive weapons. I'm destroying your desalinization. There's no water there. You're going to get thirsty and you're going to die. See, when this war is going to be, it's me, I'm all out war. I'm going to break your back. Fuck your people. If you goddamn declare war on me, you invade me, you do a secret attack, fuck that. See, Iran has been nice, but we're not going to do something. No, it's for me, it's all out war. So, what Iran has to do now, hey, cool. All gas fields get blown up. All of them. Qatar, your shit's fucked up. Dubai, the Emirates, all your shit's gone. Kuwait, all your shit's gone. Everything in Israel. See, remember, Israel's got most of its gas and oil things sitting on structures out in the Mediterranean. All that shit's gone. See, wait, you talking about civilization. I'm breaking the back of your civilization. Your people would not be able to survive when I get done with your ass. Okay, I'm going after all your key infrastructures that make your civilization work. Your power, that's gone. You'll be sitting in the dark. Your water, that's gone. Your motherfucking oil, that's gone. So get off of him, Joey. I'm gonna now. I want you to go. That's cool. I think this is the best thing in the world that can happen. Now all gloves are off, Iran. All gloves are off. All gloves off. So I want you to type in TikTok. Say Israel's main energy source of oil and gas sits in the Mediterranean. Type that in TikTok. Open. You can't protect it. It's gone today. It's gone. Today. We're talking about all-out warfare now. All out. The gloves are out.
Ever wondered what lies beneath the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Israel?
Yep.
Perhaps you've heard of the Leviathan gas field.
No way to protect it.
Gas located 47 kilometers southwest of the Tamar gas field. Today, we delve into the extraordinary story of the Leviathan gas field. The Leviathan gas field is nestled in the Levantine Basin, a hydrocarbon-rich area, and one of the largest offshore natural gas field discoveries. Spread over approximately 330 square kilometers, the field comprises 4 production wells.
Pause it. Ain't no way to protect it from one of my fucking missiles. So now we're going at the civilization shit now, right? That's what they did. They said all hands up. That's what they did right there. All gloves. When Joby said that's bombing, you guys understand when we're talking about civilization warfare. Because usually it's going after military targets. Because he said, okay, we're just going to go after military targets. This is not a military target. This is civilization. I'm destroying you to be able to function as a country, as a civilization. Cool. I'm with it. I wanted that at the beginning. I'm with that. I'm with that shit. So now I'm coming at the desalinization. Oh, the water's gone. Anybody over stuck in fucking Saudi Arabia, Dubai, your water is gone. I'm wiping all that shit out. That shit that y'all be showing called the Leviathan, I know the name of, that's gone. That's gone. You'll be sitting in the dark sucking your own ass. You won't be able to have food production. You'll be sitting in the dark for years. You won't have no gas to move shit around. Your lights are going off. That's a wrap. Now we talking about destroying civilizations. Your country won't be able to function as a country when I'm done with it. Your desalinization, that's gone. There will be no water. I don't know, you'll be drinking sand. You'll be drinking sand out of a straw when I get done with your ass. And since Iran has the capability to do it, that's what I'm doing. There are no more restraints. There are no more, okay, if you do that, we do this. You do this, we do that. Now, that's out the window. There's no more restraints. There's no more restraints. This is civilization ended. We're in real war now. It's all out war. That's it. And we know it's going to reach this point. They're ready because they're losing. We know they had to go to completely knock out Iran as a civilization. And you should have known that. Because you know, you're dealing with psychopaths. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Now I'm telling you what I think, not what I think I know, what I know I know. I know war. That shit out there Joe be showing, that's gonna be wiped out. That's gonna be wiped out. All the Arab countries have been helping, all their oil fields wiped out. You talking, boy, man, they about to fuck my dollar up. Shit, you talking about all out civilizational warfare now. That's it. I hope you guys got your gardens, got some land, because now America done fucked up now. Because we talking about civilization changing shit now. Remember, all other countries, especially the Asian countries, Asia depends on this oil. How they gonna survive? Their lights are going out. Their manufacturing is gonna go dark. And they're gonna be grow food. Most of fertilizer, some of it goes to Africa, not all of it. Most of it goes to Asia. So, yeah, they won't even grow enough goddamn food. You know, even be able to suck their own ass.
With depth of more than 5 kilometers below sea level. The field is situated in the Israeli exclusive economic zone, approximately 130 kilometers off the shore.
The economic zone. Exactly. You're destroying the man's civilization. Go ahead, Joe.
Of Haifa. The Leviathan field began commercial production of gas on the 31st of December 2019. The production flow lines connect the wells to a fixed platform where the processed gas is transferred to an onshore tie-in point at Dor.
Not no more. Not no more. When I get done with it, it won't be doing that. Not no more. When I get done with it, it won't be doing none of that shit. That shit gonna be at the bottom of the Mediterranean, bottom of the sea. That's what it's gonna be doing when I get done with it. Go ahead, Joe.
Pipeline. The field boasts an impressive estimated gas reserve of approximately 605 billion cubic meters,
while
condensate reserves are estimated to be 39 million metric barrels.
That is impressive.
The field is expected to produce up to 1.2 billion cubic feet per day of natural gas. This abundant source.
That's a per day. Now when I get done with it, it ain't.
Of natural gas will not only help Israel reduce the use of coal in power production, but also make Israel a natural gas exporter for the first time with offtake agreements from Egypt and Jordan.
Exactly. Not no more. Now when I get done with it, ain't gonna be no lights on in Egypt either. When I get done with it, not no more. Not no motherfucking more, it ain't. I'm telling you, next couple of days, that thing's gonna get blown up. Go ahead, Joe.
However, the Leviathan gas field hasn't been without its share of conflicts and challenges. Environmental concerns have been raised by local residents and environmental activists due to the visibility of the Leviathan platform from towns in the Mount Carmel area and even the beach. Fears of air pollution, water contamination, and seismic risks from the gas production have also been voiced. The Israeli government has tried to address these concerns by imposing strict environmental standards and monitoring systems on the project. Legal disputes have also plagued.
I'm about to fuck the environment up on purpose. So that shit gonna be going on to the beaches, you're gonna be fucked up. I'm about to fuck that all up. All of it.
Leviathan gas field both within Israel and with neighboring countries. The project faced delays due to regulatory uncertainty, antitrust issues, and court challenges. The Israeli government had to approve a controversial gas framework deal in 2016 to allow the project to proceed. The deal was challenged by opposition parties, civil society groups, and the public, who argued that it gave too much power.
Okay, we know what that's at. Now I want you to go check that. Say, Trump says the Iranians are smart people and have high IQ. Yeah, they're pretty smart. You know, we hit up, they're smart people. They're pretty smart people. You understand when the war goes? See, now they're attacking Iran as a civilization. So you usually want to just deal with military. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
People don't understand to a large. It's a big chess game at a very high level. It's a very high level chess, the highest. And I'm dealing with very smart players. These are smart people. They don't get there. You know, when you deal with some of these
smart people,
you're dealing
they're
with
not stupid. They're smart. High IQ.
Level, intellect, very high IQ people.
IQ.
Breaking news, the US president is now praising Iran that he is actually dealing with very smart people with very high IQ, high level of intellect.
Much more. All because people don't understand to a large, it's a big chess game at a very high level.
He's playing 5D chess.
Highest. And I'm dealing with very smart players. These are smart people. They don't get there. You know, when you deal with some of these people, you're dealing with high level intellect, very high IQ people.
Imagine from calling them terrorists to a point.
Exactly. Man's calling them terrorists. Now you're doing it because they're winning. Exactly. Now they're smart. They even know how to wipe their asses right.
People with high level of IQ, smart people, genius. This is not even praise. It's actually a reality hitting late. What do you think about Donald J. Trump remarks on the Iranian people? And according to the ranking, it's turning out that Iran IQ across the Middle East is actually on another level. You can literally check this.
Breaking news, the U.S. president is now speaking about Iran in a very different tone. He says he is dealing with very smart people, individuals with very high IQs and strong intellectual ability. According to him, many people don't fully understand.
What did he say about that? They're so low IQ. How you learn English, you goopy niggas? Your IQ is all low.
It's a friendly takeover, nothing friendly takeover.
Understand the situation. He describes it as a complex and strategic process, like a high-level chess game being played on the global stage. He explains that the negotiations and interactions involve highly intelligent players on both sides. In his words, these are people with very high IQ and high-level intellect. He emphasizes that when dealing with some of these individuals, you are facing people who operate at a very sophisticated intellectual level. The situation, he suggests, requires strategic thinking similar to the highest level of chess. What makes the remark striking is the contrast in tone, from previously referring to them as terrorists to now acknowledging them as intelligent and capable individuals.
First of all, dirty terrorists, dirty-ass terrorists, sucking their own babies' asses. What? Dirty terrorists. He said, let me tell you, they were so stupid. How did the kids get bombed in the school? Well, these dumbasses already probably bombed their own daughters and shit. They killed their own girls. These terrorist bastards. Now, all of a sudden, these are very smart people. High IQ. This is a game of strategy, like high chess game. These no good 30 motherfuckers are playing 5D chess. Go ahead, Joe.
$1 a barrel, this is how life can change in the United States when in it. With oil being blocked, most people think that just our gas is going to go up. But in fact, essential in things like medicine, energy, and everything else pretty much in the world. If oil hits $300 a barrel, which they are predicting it will, gas prices could go up to $15 per gallon, and medicine could almost double or triple the cost that it is now. But
Exactly. Pause it. Now, if you're all fucked up, you've been eating bad, you all these medications, man, you ain't gonna be affording none of this shit. You're gonna be dead and stinking because you're not gonna be affording none of these medications. High blood pressure, diabetes. Remember, all this shit from Rockefeller's oil-based. It's all oil-based shit coming from that dope. So all your oil-based medicines you've been consuming, it keeps your butthole from bleeding out and all that shit. You better get a bunch of it now because it's going to go up astronomically. See, Iran is hitting the economics with that other goofy white supremacist talking. I don't know how they win. We didn't blow up the planes. We didn't blow up the ships. Moron. That's why you're an idiot. Most of you you're stupid. They're playing an economics game, stupid. They're destroying your economy. They don't need to beat you on a military thing. They're destroying your economy. So your people can't afford shit. Your groceries are going to go sky high because everything is based on gas, getting shit to market. You think you can't afford your groceries now? Wait till you buy a loaf of bread, and a loaf of bread costs you $100, and then your dollar's not even worth that. That's what they're doing. Go ahead, Joe.
To have to make hard choices. And to understand all of this, you need to know that America's superpower is not its military, it's the dollar. After
it's the economy, it's the dollar.
States made a deal where
it's the
all
dollar.
Oil around the world gets bought with the US dollar. This is what is called the petrodollar. Every country that needs oil needs to buy it in dollars, and this is what keeps the United States on top.
The military just defends it.
They're blocking oil on purpose. They want to essentially topple our economy. Now,
So
Iran is not the only country that wants to topple the U.S. dollar.
Thank you,
There's
white
plenty
guy.
of other countries that do as well.
China,
These are
Russia.
called the BRICS countries, and they have unified, and they want a gold-backed standard instead of a U.S. dollar standard. Most people don't know that the U.S. dollar standard has only been around since the late 1940s. Every single currency throughout the history of time has always been turned over or toppled.
Always
Every single
collapsed.
one. And while you have all this going on, Wall Street is also sitting on a time bomb. The stock market is being propped up by the AI bubble.
Exactly. Don't pause it. I'm glad you understood that. This fake AI shit they got running around, it's all fake. I told the morning, no, you get your money out the stock. It's all fake. It's all a Ponzi scheme. See, the elite run this damn Ponzi scheme on the morons like us with the fake 401ks. You put your money in that shit so they can extract money from you and use it for other things. But eventually it's all going to collapse because everything is overvalued. It's all a scam. And you can't say it's not, or it is. They're not going to let you on TV because the same people that run the TV stations are the same motherfuckers running the scam on your stupid ass. Everything's a scam unless you got real resources, the gold, cobalt, the land. That's what's real. These stocks are fake. And so with the new AI bubble, we're going to build AI. It's going to be supercomputers to do this and do that and all that old shit. Iran is, like I told you, Iran is blowing that shit up because they're trying to make those digital spaces in. They got to connect the world completely. That's why they're in Kenya. Now these other places over trying to set up this digital footprint, right? They're trying to set up this digital footprint, right? So that's what's going on now. And so they're blowing up the Palantirs and the Amazons and the Microsofts down there because they all set up this digital prison. And that fake AI shit is that they want to set up as a prison, but there's no way to make money from it. There's no way to make money from that shit. They got people charging for OpenAI and ChatGPT. You can get that shit for free. The Chinese models are giving it to you for free. So there's no money. So they've been spending billions into some shit that's not going to have any return on investment. So it's all propped up bullshit. And when that collapses, it's going to take everything down. So Iran is trying to collapse the whole house of cards. Our economy is a house of cards. We don't make shit. So you got propped up on fake technology that don't make shit. Iran is trying to just overthrow the whole card game. The whole house of cards. That's what that other white man did. This white man is the other white man. We've blown up everything. We've blown up their military. We've blown up their navy. It ain't about that, you fucking moron. They're destroying the world's economy. And the world economy means America's grip on the world's economy. And that means all Western economies. When America collapses, all the West goes with it. Go ahead, Joe.
It's just all hype. If the AI bubble pops, it is bad news for most people. Most retirement accounts.
I told you. Pause it. Zero. Pause it. I told you your 401k. Well, even said. I said your 401k goes to zero. That fake ass shit. It's only there to make sure they got money to invest and do things they want to do. That's why you got the fake 401k. I told people, don't think you're gonna keep that shit, that fake retirement shit. That's the way of them stealing your goddamn money. They get to put in the AI and all this shit. Because remember, you can't touch your 401k until you're 60 years old. And I told you got that shit, you better get your money out that shit. You can't touch it because they get to play with your money. So they get control of your money that you got to give them every week, all these billions of dollars to just invest in bullshit. And when it goes under, so what? That's what I said. Your 401k, Social Security, all that shit's going to go under. Right? Why are you building so fast in Africa? Because I'm not a moron. Go ahead, Joe.
And the U.S. will be in a very, very bad situation. Now, this is where Ray Dalio comes in. If you don't know Ray Dalio, he was a very successful investor, but he also wrote a book called The Changing of the World Order. What he talks about is that every 75 to 100 years, there's a changing in the world power. Right now, we've been a world power for a little over 100 years, and he said that we are basically at the end of the timeline. It happens to everybody. Britain, Poland, and just keep going back in time.
Everybody's in the cycles. I told you, exactly. Everything's cyclical. Things go up, things come down. No empire lasts forever. America's at the end of the empire. Like I said, you guys ask me, what date, Keith? I don't fuck I know what date. Shit, goddammit. I'm just telling you, we're at the end. We're on the declining part of this empire. It says most people are caught up in dumb shit. Ooh, who am I dating? What are the Kardashians wearing? Ooh, we're caught up in entertainment. Ooh, who won the Oscars? Did Michael B. Jordan win the Oscar? Who gives a fuck? So black people globally have been made like childlike in the mind. They don't understand how the world works, how economy works, how shit is done. So you get left holding the bag all fucked up when your money goes to zero. That's what I told you years ago. Who told you over 10 years ago? Make sure you have a garden. Make sure you have fucking food and freezers and food set up and a way that you can defend it. Make sure you have weapons. Make sure you've done weapon training, because the hungry are going to come knocking on your door, and they're going to bum rush your ass if you got food now, because they're still hungry, right? They're going to be hungry. They've been looking for food because they're too stupid to do what you've done. You're going to say, oh, what? You got food in the back of this yard? You got plants and shit? Strawberries and tomatoes and potatoes and all that shit? Yeah, they're going to come see you. So you need to have weapons, to push some people back. You're going to get somebody some headshots, because when economic collapse goes to zero, he's telling the truth. Your money is going to go to zero. That's what happened with every empire, and the money, it goes to zero. So all the money, let's say you got $30,000, $40,000 in the bank. Remember we all told to save your money, save it. I told you put it in the land, put in the shit that's tangible. So when the money collapses, you got $40,000 in the bank, it becomes zero, worth nothing. You have $40,000 today, and tomorrow you got zero. It's still $40,000 in there, but it's worth nothing. Go ahead, Joe.
Every superpower eventually topples. It's not a prediction anymore, it's a pattern. Now, the scary part is that all three of these things are about to topple at the same time. Oil, the stock market, and the dollar. But to make matters worse, they have started hitting desalination plants. Desalination plants are critical for water supply.
Pause it. I told you, I've been through what you do. We talking about all-out war now. Fuck that. All gloves are off. When I go to war with your ass, we're going to war. And I'm going to strategically destroy you. I'm destroying you as a civilization. Not as a military power, I'm destroying you as a civilization. That's what I'm going. Yeah, am I diabolical like that? Yeah, that's the way my mind works. I'm destroying you so you won't ever get the fuck back up again. Right? So that's why I told you, before they start doing it, I'm going at the desalinization. I told y'all that 2 weeks ago. That's what I'm hitting. I'm busting you in the mouth. Then I'm going to hit you upside the head. Right? I'm destroying you as a civilization. For years, that place you call your home will be uninhabitable. You won't be able to live here because you won't be able to drink shit but your own piss. You drink your piss. That's what you drink. Fucking with me. Go ahead, Joey.
Did attack or a drone attack on California on our desalination plants. They are going to go after our most critical resources via cyber attack, via natural resources. So you need to be prepared. This is what I would do to prepare.
I've been saying that.
Have a stockpile of any sort of common medicines for you and your kids. That is what I would stock up on immediately. Additionally, get some food supplies for the next few months. That is what you're going to need.
I've been saying this forever.
Saved away. That vacation that you were thinking about taking, I would double think that, because the prices of AC, air conditioning, are going to go up dramatically. We're going to have a very hot summer here in the United States, and the price of oil is going to go up to $300 a barrel. Now, we use 40% oil to power our energy supply here in the United States. So the prices of everything are about to go through the roof. You need to be prepared, and you need a backup plan.
We're not winning against Iran. We're not winning. What message are we sending? We're sending a message that we're...
Pause it. Yeah. See, this is the other crazy white supremacist. How we not winning? We blew up some ships and we blew up some planes. Shut your goofy white ass down. Put your dick in your mouth and shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Bunch of fools. we started a war we can't win.
Yeah. Exactly.
The FT had a big editorial today. This is the Financial Times, which is very sympathetic to the United States and the various cockamamie schemes that we come up with.
Exactly. The Financial Times is owned by the Rothschilds, guys. So they even got to admit, we fucked up. Yeah. But they ain't going to affect them. They ain't going to affect them as much as it's going to affect the common man, or what we call the common Manechi. We about to get fucked. I'm trying to build as much as I can while I can. Go ahead, Joe.
Times usually supports us. They're saying we had no clear objective. We didn't have the required military forces to achieve any of the objectives that we were floating.
The military,
we had no
the military, the real military, not the yes men. The real military told you don't do it. Don't do it. We don't got the thing. Don't do it. Trump fired all them. Get out of here. You're fired. They listen to this, stupid. Don't do it. We can't do it. And you're going to destroy the world's economy, and you're going to break our back as an economy. Don't do it. Oh, shut up. You're fired.
Man, that's what they say. And of course, they're correct.
Yes.
So the question you want to ask yourself is, what does this tell the Chinese, and what does it tell the Russians?
The Russians.
It tells them that we are incompetent. And of course, the Russians have had enough.
Yeah. It said, everybody knows now, it's got so bad in America, just like we're like the Africans, that America's run by morons. That's a fact. Trump is a failed businessman. He never made any profit in his life. He was propped up by the Rothschilds. I've already took you guys through that and showed you. Every business he did, he got bailed out by the Rothschild banking family. He's an idiot. But they wanted him there to make sure he did his business. Pete Hegseth, man, how the fuck is he the Secretary of Defense, or what he called war? These are literal morons. You got goddamn dumbass Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. Doesn't have a diplomatic bonus, but is a moron. Because they're all based on racism, and they're all racist, but they're moronic. Because you had smart racists, he might have been a racist, at least intelligent, right? These are the morons. These are your hillbillies. These are your goddamn Billy Bobs. These are the ones that have been fucking babies and eating them. These are the ones that have been fucking their daughters and shit. Fucking their baby girls. Hey, baby girl, let daddy come over here and let daddy put his dick in you. These are these motherfuckers run the country. So we know the incompetence. I wouldn't say they reached the level of incompetence. These are fucking morons. Have you read an actual IQ test on Trump? Trump's an idiot. They know that. They've already diagnosed he's an idiot. He's stupid. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic and nothing against him. Trump is stupid. Okay? You should listen to Pete Hegseth. Do an IQ test on both these. These motherfuckers like functionally retarded. We got functionally retarded people running the country. They're functionally retarded. That's why they're functionally retarded. Go ahead, Joe.
Dealings with Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to fully understand just how incompetent we are.
Yeah, and we should make it very clear that the Americans have granted Russia sanctions relief in order to allow more oil into global markets. Now that presumably represents a windfall for Vladimir Putin in his campaign against Ukraine.
See, this is how we know we're losing. See, man, so since we got the dollar, we can sanction everybody. But we do African countries. Everybody don't follow what we tell them to do. We sanction them. We destroy their economies. Okay? So Russia has been hurting. It's already a poor country. So Russia's been fucked up since we sanctioned the ruble, sanctioned the oil. We had no choice but to let Russia come back and sell its oil at full market price, because that oil had to be on the market, because Iran is taking care of business over there in the goddamn Gulf, the Persian Gulf, at the Straits of Hormuz. That other white supremacists don't understand that. Why do you think we allow Russia to now sell its oil? Why do we take the sanctions off of Russia, you moron, and we're winning? Because we got to have that oil in the market, or it's going to collapse the world's economy. Whole world's going to be destroyed. That's why, stupid. Go ahead, Joby.
Flabbergasted, John.
They're flabbergasted and outraged. And on top of that, we're burning through Patriot missiles, the PAC-3 Patriot missiles.
Them goofy missiles. Which that's $5 million.
And that's two. And the Patriots are what the Ukrainians are begging, that the Ukrainians are begging for. And we're burning them up in the Middle East. And by the way, Tom, just get back to East Asia again, we're pulling Patriots and
South Korea
out of East Asia. These weapons are there to contain China. So before I said that Marine Expeditionary Force, which is going to the Middle East, is coming out of East Asia, so are THAADs and Patriots. This just shows you how desperate we are.
Pause it. All the Marines are going to be, because they always send the Marines go first. Marines go first before any part of our military, because we set a beachhead. So you send in the Marines when you're about to do a land invasion, right? You send in the Marine Corps first to get to occupy land, right? But that ain't gonna work, because where you gonna occupy land at? There's no safe place for you to fucking stage Marines to go and try to invade Iran. There's no safe place. So all these fucking Marines are gonna get murdered. They're gonna get wiped out, right? You got your Marine Corps shit on, you about to get wiped out. You're gonna get wiped out. I'm telling you what's going. If they put the Marines anywhere near Iran to try to invade Iran, I'm gonna be a psychic. They're gonna get wiped out. That's the end of their ass. There's no safe place to stage them at. Where you gonna stage them at? Qatar, fucking Abu Dhabi, Dubai, fucking Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, fucking Kuwait, Iraq. Where you gonna stage them at? Anywhere you stage them, I'm sending some drones and I'm gonna wipe their ass out. See, it ain't like it was 26 years ago when we invaded fucking Iraq, or even 35 years ago when we invaded Iraq the first time. They got drone technology. So how do you stage any invading force? If you guys understand the military doctrine, if you're going to have an invading force, invasion, you must stage them somewhere. You must stage them somewhere. So if I'm staging anywhere around the Gulf countries, I'm sending drones to wipe your ass out. You're going to stage up in a goddamn cemetery when I get done with your ass. That's where you're going to be staging at, in the cemetery. I'm going to be killing all you motherfuckers. Talking about you staging. I'm going to kill everybody standing around getting ready to invade me. I'm going to send drones over there, and I'm going to blow all you motherfuckers out. Go ahead, Joe.
I want to emphasize very strongly that General Kane, who's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who was handpicked by President Trump to be the chairman.
Even though he was a 3-star general. But go on.
Yeah, he was a 3-star general who was brought out of retirement. He was made a 4-star general and made chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff by President Trump. So he's President Trump's man. He has, however, behaved admirably throughout this whole run-up to the war and in the war itself. And General Kane has made it unequivocally clear that we could not win a war of the sort that we're now in, and that we don't have the necessary munitions to sustain a long war. And if you look at what's happening now, we're just seeing his assessment play itself out.
Well, John, you've been describing a remarkably dangerous scenario here. So just to clarify, you're saying the US can't win this war, and if Now, here's something to ponder. If Israel believes it's losing the war with Iran, and that, of course, this is all providing, as you've argued before, a powerful incentive for the Iranians to actually develop a nuclear weapon. And I can't believe I'm even asking you this question, but could all of what we've discussed, could all of that create the circumstances in which Israeli leaders might contemplate the use of nuclear weapons themselves?
Yeah.
Well, this war was designed to make sure that Iran never had the capability to develop nuclear weapons. It's clearly going to fail.
We knew that wasn't what this war was designed. This war was designed so white people can steal their resource, steal these people's oil. And of course, with them doing that, they would stop them being able to also develop a nuclear missile. This is about them stealing their shit. I'm saying, hey, on a high level, we got to be. This is about them being able to steal people's shit. That's what they've been doing since these bastards got control of the planet. They've been running around the world stealing people's shit. So this is about them being able to steal somebody's shit. That's what this is about. Go ahead, Joker.
All accounts, the Iranians have 400 or so kilograms of 60% enriched uranium that they can easily turn into weapons-grade material. Even if they didn't have that 400 kilograms, they could easily just create more weapons-grade material. They have the enrichment capability.
Exactly.
So in terms of destroying their capability, Iran's capability to develop nuclear weapons, we've done nothing of any consequence in this attack. Furthermore, we have incentivized Iran to get nuclear weapons. Everybody is saying that it was the North Koreans who were the smart actors among the smaller states.
Exactly. Exactly. Colonel Gaddafi could have did and Saddam Hussein, because they should have known they coming to see him. North Korea knew they were coming. North Korea said, fuck that shit they talking. Why is these white terrorist motherfuckers the only one supposed to have nuclear weapons and they the ones get to bomb and kill and steal people's shit? So North Korea said, fuck that. Fuck that shit. We're going to develop our own bomb. And we got the military that you try to invade us, motherfucker, it's going to be death up in here. So they listen like Gaddafi. They okay, don't build a bomb. We're not going to do nothing to you. Shit. Look at Gaddafi. What they do? They invaded Gaddafi. They had Gaddafi raped in the streets. They raped his ass in the streets. Put him through the streets and raped him with like some crazy ass objects, raping his ass, pulling his skin off his bones. Okay? What they do with Saddam? He was hiding in the desert when they got him in Iraq. And when they got him, they hung his ass. Get your ass out that desert. They hung his ass. Everybody see him. Yeah. If you better build the weapon. You better build that bomb. The Africans should have been learned that shit. The Africans, where's all the uranium mostly in the world? In Africa. Our Africans ain't built no fucking bomb. They got all these goofy niggas in Africa. We promised not to build a bomb for the white man. And we promised the white man we won't try to build a bomb. We'll stay suckers and stay under your thumb and be fucked up and let you steal all our shit. We won't build a bomb. Fuck that. I'm building a bomb. Got your fucking mind against these savages? That's your only protection. You build a bomb with these savages. That's all they understand is pure power. You understand that? It's your obligation to your people to build a bomb against, especially Africa. You got all the damn money. You don't got all the resources. It's your obligation as your people to build a fucking bomb. Because they're coming to see you because you got everything they want and need. So it's your obligation to build a bomb. I'm not going to listen to no bullshit. Why I need a bomb? They're the ones going to protect you. But they're the ones always invading everybody and killing everybody. We'll protect you. Don't you build a bomb? Fuck all that. Shut the fuck up. I'm building every bomb I can build. I'm building it yesterday. So North Korea understood that. So the U.S. they don't get to talking that shit to North Korea. They just tell North Korea's a dictator. And like Joey said this morning, what you gonna do about it then? Yeah. What you gonna do about it? What business is it yours? That's what you had North Korea said. What you gonna do about it? Because I got a motherfucking nuclear bomb up in here waiting on your ass. So what you gonna? So North Korea don't give a shit what you get to talking. You don't care what you say. You ain't hear nobody say. You ain't none of these Europeans and Americans say, "Oh, we're gonna invade North Korea. We're gonna invade North Korea. We're gonna invade it." Because you don't know. They wanted to control the whole Korea. It's called the Korean Peninsula. So of course, as white people, you guys are looking at the World War II with Japan. You guys don't know Japan used to control Korea. Sadly enough, the Japanese are wicked too. They had the Koreans enslaved, all fucked up. Right? Now, the Japanese is like the white man of Asia. He goes and invades other Asian countries, enslaves them, rapes them, beats them. So at that time, when they lost World War II, Japan lost control of Korea, the Korean Peninsula. And the north part of Korea was trying to do right by the people. So you've been given propaganda. The northern part of Korea was trying to make sure they had resources. They treat the people with respect and free health care, free education. You know who don't like that? The cats with the hats and other white people. So they funded and broke up Korea into the north and the south. And they wanted to have South Korea invade North Korea so they'd be what? Under their system. Remember, everybody outside their system, they must be invaded. Iran broke away from the system. You got the Sahel states outside their system. So North Korea knew they're coming back to see us. They never stop. So we're gonna build a nuclear bomb. We don't give a fuck who says what. We don't care. Oh, North Korea is a terrorist. North Korea is this. North Korea is that. North Korea said, hey, oh, you Epstein file bastards, you go suck a baby's dick, which you've been doing anyway. So we don't care what you're talking about. We're going to build a bomb, a nuclear bomb, because we know you're going to come and see us. Now, you'll never hear them talking that shit. Remember, before North Korea got their bomb, it was always, oh, we got to go invade North Korea. We got to give them freedom and justice. We got to go free North Korea. They don't say a goddamn thing about no North Korea no more. They don't talk about invading them, bringing them justice, bringing them democracy. They don't talk that fuck shit no more, do they? Go ahead, Joe.
The Iranians.
Well, they saw what happened to Gaddafi when he gave up his nuclear weapons, right?
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
He gave them up.
North Korea has its own nuclear deterrent, and
that's
of course,
right.
Iran does not.
So that's right.
They're surely going to seriously contemplate getting nuclear weapons.
By the way, I said you'd be a fool not to build it. Gaddafi was a fool. He was talking about getting rid of the American dollar. That's his first thing. Stupid, keep your fucking mouth shut. I'm giving Joey credit. Keep your mouth shut and do it in secret. If you want to build your own gold, keep your mouth shut and do it behind the scenes. And they gonna catch you. They got spies. Once they got spies, they gonna catch you. But you should have been worried about building that nuclear bomb first, so to protect yourself. Because you go outside this system, you like Joey decide to be in the house eating her sardines by herself. I'm to come see her ass. Go ahead, Joe.
Ayatollah Khomeini, who was murdered on February 28th,
was,
by almost all accounts, the principal block to Iran getting nuclear weapons.
Isn't that ironic? Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? And almost everybody agrees that his son, who is now the new head of Iran, is more likely to get nuclear weapons. So anyway, what we want to understand, Tom, is that when the war is over with, there are going to be powerful incentives for Iran to get nuclear weapons, and it's going to have the capability for sure. And
they probably, I'm going to tell you right now, I believe Iran already built that motherfucker. They ain't told nobody. I believe Iran already built it and got it hidden in one of them fucking mountains. They've had the exactly, they got the capabilities. I believe they already built it and saying, okay, and just waiting for the day Israel, when they look, fuck it, we're going to drop a nuclear bomb on us. Okay, you think so? You think so? You better get that out your mind, because we already got the capability and we already built one. I'm telling you, I think Iran already has one. Because you'd be a fool knowing these savages who they are. You'd be a fool not to have built one. You've been stupid not to have built one. You know they were coming to see you. And remember, they've been killing. The Mossad have been running around killing all the Iranian nuclear scientists. They know you were trying to build one. Israel have been going around with Mossad spies in Iran, killing all the nuclear scientists. So you'd be a fool not to build one. I believe Iran already got one. Go ahead, Joe.
And they think about how horrible that situation would be for them. And they believe that Iran is an existential threat. There's no question about that. And they fully recognize that they can't take it out with conventional means. I think that the likelihood that they will countenance using nuclear weapons is substantial.
Well, I mean, surely Washington would try to rein them in, or even the Sunni Gulf states that have been getting closer to Israel in the course of the last decade or so. Wouldn't they want to rein Israel in?
How do you rein them in? If they think they're facing an existential threat, it's their finger that's on the trigger, not yours.
Yeah. I note that the former Saudi intelligence chief, Prince Turki al-Faisal, he was responding to a question about whether the main threat to the region comes from Iran or Israel. This was just over the last few days. He says it's Israel, quote, Israel is the one stirring the problems and it must be restrained. John.
He's right, except for one qualification.
Everybody knows
it's not just Israel, it's the United States as well. What he doesn't seem to fully understand is that the United States and Israel are a tag team. And they operate together.
He knows
the
that.
Principal danger to
You think people stupid? You think people stupid? People know. He already told you in the Middle East who actually controls America. And it was the Rothschild family through Israel. Who created, Joe, we showed you over and over again, who created Is Not Real? Who did that? The Rothschild family. Okay? Understand that. Not the Orsini family. I tell you that. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so on the last video of today, let me share the video of where Iran said they're not going to be ceasefire. They want to teach America a lesson.
Exactly.
The comments as we get closer to
We have some urgent news. Iran is now saying that they will teach the United States and Israel a lesson they have never received before after Donald Trump bombed them in the middle of the night. According to the New York Times, an Iranian spokesperson said...
That's what Joey's talking about, them bombing that gas thing. Exactly. I got to teach you a lesson. I told you. I'm telling you, that Leviathan thing, Joey, I ain't no name of Joey, the show, that's gone. I'm wiping that's out of here. I'm wiping it out. Your water, all your water's got to go. All of it. All your water's got to go. I'm talking about throughout the whole Middle East, all of it. Watch these Arabs running to Africa, these Africans, oh, they're our friends. They're the me, all that shit they do, right? All the water's gone. So you go to Dubai, see, when you go to Dubai and get doodled on, you won't have no water to wipe the doodle off your head and your face. Okay? So that's not going long. That's not. So your poop, your doodle parties, or they call them poop parties, you won't be able to get clean and wipe yourself off when you got dookie on you in Dubai because you won't have no water. But go ahead.
Quote, we will teach Israel and America a lesson they have never experienced in their history, adding, any base that helps America and Israel will be the target of the Iranian armed forces. We also do know from Iran's semi-official Fars news agency that they are actively targeting American bases in Qatar, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, and more. Most of Iran's retaliatory missiles have been intercepted, and so far there are no reported U.S. casualties, which is great news. But earlier, Donald Trump did say when announcing this war, quote, the lives of American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties. That often happens in war, which is a crazy thing for a president to say after launching a war that nobody won.
It's so flippant. He's a psychopath. He don't care about no human life. It's the most flippant, insanely just uncaring thing that he say. Well, you know, someone's gonna die, so what? It's crazy.
Number one thing on my mind right now is America's service members around the world. I really, really hope that nothing happens to them and that they're safe and that there's no casualties now. There are no casualties in the future.
Revolting.
They are heroes.
They're revolting.
They do not deserve this.
You're not going this war.
I will keep you updated on anything major that happens here.
این که ما میگوییم آتش بس نمیخواهیم نه به این دلیل که دنبال جنگ هستیم به این دلیل که این بار این جنگ باید به شکلی تمام بشود که دشمنان ما دیگر هرگز به فکر تکرار این حملات و این تجاوز نیفتند و من فکر میکنم تا همین الان هم درس خوبی فرا گرفتند یه داره که
anyone who needs any
که هست ادامه بده و به هر کجا که هست بکشه.
For anyone who needs any bit of context, I'll be glad to provide it to you.
I've worked in the White House during an energy crisis. There are no policy solutions to a prolonged closure of the Strait of Hormuz.
You're saying there's not much a White House, a president can do to stop this bleeding.
You open up the toolkit, and the tools in there, the options range from marginal through symbolic to deeply unwise. Escorts are a sideshow. Strategic stock releases are a sideshow.
Gas tax holiday?
Gas tax holiday, sideshow. You got to restore the flow of the Strait of Hormuz.
Even if the White House, President Trump declared an end of this war today, tomorrow, is there any guarantee that Iran would open up the strait and it's back to business as usual?
No guarantee. It's not like there's a big gate that swings open.
Iran told you, you're going to, hey, reparations. We're going to need reparations for this. You're going to pay this money or we'll never open and destroy you. They said we got reparations. I forgot what they said. Reparations. All American bases are gone in this region. These are our demands. They told you we're gonna need $500 billion from your ass in reparations. All American bases no longer will have a foothold in this region ever again. I forgot there's another one. I forgot before we leave. What are the three demands? You don't meet those demands, the world economy will be plunged in the darkness. So, hey, give us what we need. That's how you do reparations, with power. You understand that? You don't get to beg like Africans and Black Americans. Oh, please, Mr. White Man, I know you beat me and punched me in my face. Can I get reparations? I told you, power concedes nothing without power. Power doesn't respect weakness. It only respects power. That's why Trump has got to show them respect. Oh, they're very smart people. They're so intellectual. They're playing chess and blah, blah, blah. Because they're showing them power. When you show weakness, let a motherfucker smack you in the head, talk crazy to you, and you don't do what you're supposed to do, and you show this weakness, you get no respect. Only power respects power. So he's letting you know, yeah, you want the shit open? You better come with that $500 billion. Go ahead, Joby.
So all Iran has to do is demonstrate every day, every other day, that it has the means and the ability to attack ships in the strait, and that will be enough.
Right. That's it.
It is very simple. The U.S. government, Donald Trump and his friends have created a crisis.
They're fucked up.
And right now, the ball is in Iran's court. There's nothing Trump
you can do
right now.
Exactly.
That's why Trump is begging other nations. That's why Trump is begging UK, Japan, Italy, all these countries. He's claiming, oh, you guys are going to benefit too, and you guys are going to hurt too. So we might as well all collectively send our ships over there and open up the Strait of Hormuz. And Iran has demonstrated it doesn't matter who you
bring, we're going to blow it all up.
Come over here. Nobody's passing through this shit.
Exactly.
And for added context,
Matt Smith monitors ship activity in the strait as an oil market analyst for Kepler, which tracks global trade and shipping. He made this time lapse showing how quickly ship traffic moved around the bend of the strait in the days before the war.
So on a normal day, you see about 100 or so ships that pass through there. When the bombing started with Iran, we saw it drop to about 70. On the Sunday, we saw it drop into the teens, and then since then it's just one or two tankers that are passing through there every day.
All those red and green arrows represent oil tankers that haven't moved for the past 2 weeks. Fair to say this is a very expensive parking lot?
It is a very, very expensive parking lot, that's right.
The few ships that have moved are mostly from one country, Iran.
And there you have it. I've already shown you a video yesterday where Iran has ordered all the ships in the Strait of Hormuz to turn off their engines. Any ship that turns on its engine, boom, kaplow. So Trump has started basically, for lack of a better word, Trump has helped start to rebuild the Persian Empire. If you go to my TikTok, back up TikTok.
Yeah, so let me share.
Comment. Oh, one more quick.
that video of what the 3 demands of Iran, then we wind.
After nearly 14 days of intense fighting, Iran has now presented 3 major demands in order to bring the war to an end. Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, said that the first condition is that the United States and Israel must officially accept that Iran has the full right to maintain its defensive capabilities, including its missile program. According to him, this is a matter of national security, and Iran will not give up this right. The second demand is about the damage caused during the war. Many Iranian cities and important facilities were hit during the conflict, and Iran says that the losses and destruction should be properly addressed and compensated. The third and final demand is for strong international guarantees. Iran wants clear assurances from the global community that in the future, the United States and Israel will not launch similar aggressive actions against the country. Again, Tehran believes that without such guarantees, lasting peace will be very difficult to achieve. In the end, everyone hopes that peace will return soon. Which side are you on?
Nobody. I'm in Kenya. I'm in Kenya. I mean, that's the side I'm on, literally. I'm tackling Ruto here. It's not easy yet. But as we literally wind up with today's conversation, shout out in the chat. I see 40 plus of you. Kindly hit the like button.
Hit the like button, family.
Karibu
What's up in there?
Jibajaba, Karibu, and as I continue, I see Jibajaba, Ricky earlier, was saying if military draft happens, we'll ban Shapiro and 100,000 small hats in New York on food stamps.
Exactly. Let them go. Exactly.
Going to fight for Israel. That's, I think, a question. And I also see Jibajaba earlier was talking about the oxtail, saying he doesn't eat no guts. He's not eating also no oxtail. Chitlins stink up the whole house. Flies all over.
The whole house. The whole house. The people that eat them like Joey, they just gonna always defend. How can you eat this stinking shit? I don't understand. How can you be eating something that's stinking in your stomach? Like it's like you just throw that shit up. I ain't never tried them. I'm never gonna try them.
I don't cook it in my house. Personally, I'd rather buy it when it's cooked. I think I've cooked it in my house just once. Like
how does it smell?
I don't mind. I mean, something.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You don't mind because you eat sardines. Get out of here.
Oh my gosh, Rico was saying I've been listening to the Colonel Douglas, Mark Gregor talking Iran kicking Israel and America ass. And shout out to Sister Michelle. Good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing great and nice to see you. Jibba Jabba says, yeah, Trump begged for the world. When the world said no, Trump says F off. I know it's crazy. At Sankenon Karib. He was saying earlier, when was the last white on white war? Good question. And I was used to say it's a very
good question. Been a long time. Remember, even though this. Let's put this in context. So the Persians that stayed in Iran, right? The ones that left Iran, they want to be white. They consider themselves white people, and they want to be white. They want to be the oppressor class. That's why they're so racist. The Persians who stayed in Iran, they consider themselves, they try to pretend like they're more the original Persians, the Africans who ran Persia, the great empires that were African. So they consider themselves more actual from that lineage. I know it's crazy, they invaded and they're white, but they consider themselves from that blacker part of Persia. When Persia was back a great empire when the Africans ran it. So, but the Persians you meet out in the world outside, they're racist as fuck. They're racist as shit, and they consider themselves white. They want to be collective whiteness. They want to be part of the oppressor class. So it's a weird, strange dichotomy that you're working with. Because when you do go to Iran, not many of those people are in there racist. It's weird, it's like a weirdness, because a lot of people don't understand that the Persians, the white Persians, they don't consider, they're just like, they're the same people, those Arabs, but they don't call themselves Arabs. Those are the same group of Turks. They're really Turks who invaded those areas from the steppes of Asia. They came down into Iran and overthrew the blacks, came down to what we call the Middle East, overthrew the blacks there, and assumed their identity. So you got the white people now calling themselves Persians, the original black Persians. You got the white people in Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, calling themselves what the original black Arabs were, black people. So you got a group of Turks come down that area and assume the identity of black people. Go ahead, Joe.
Sagiron says Vietnamese didn't have an air force, and how did that work? How did that work out? That is on second one. Jibba Jabba says
That's right. Vietnam didn't have no air force. They whipped our ass. They had no air force. You understand? And that's what these morons don't understand. Everybody knew that white supremacists never been in the military. Air power, guys. I told you, air power never conquers anything. Yeah, you can bomb a bunch of people. Yeah, bombing your ass. But you can't stop. You can't control a country through the air. They can always dig tunnels like the Vietnamese did. Because we dropped more bombs on Vietnam than we did in World War II. So, look at, we're bombing the shit out these no good, dirty Iranians. We're bombing them. They don't take, you can't.
I think we lost Keith.
The terrain.
Okay.
You can't hold it because of the terrain, because of, can you hear me, Joey? I lost you.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay. You can't hold a country like Iran because of terrain, because of guerrilla warfare. But go ahead, Joey, you got it.
And Sankano says, did you all see Iran Lego war video they made? It's more factual than the MSM. I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna look up to that. Also says no natural gas will skyrocket. Now natural gas will skyrocket. Sister Michelle says Iran told them to evacuate.
Yes, skyrocket.
Good evening to you. Jibba Jabba says, yep, stock up heavy on your staples, on your staples, sorry, and says get your
staple food. Staples like your ugali. They go crazy. They go crazy with that toilet paper and towels. That's made here, guys. You ain't got to go crazy with that.
As we go crazy with the ugali, the cooking oil.
Those are staples. I don't never use no cooking oil, no way. So.
Jason says, and younger folks go rob Bentley and Rolls Royce. Sorry, dealership, while everyone starves. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Jabba says, findaspring.com to find free water.
Oh, awesome.
Jason says, feel bad for everyone coming back to this physical trap as a new born baby. So sir, Byron Scott, Karibu, nice to see you. Jibba says Iran is applying, I think that's what you meant. 3D chess and America is playing 3D chess and America is playing tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks. That's something for kids. So it's Iran is playing a strategic game of 5D or 3D chess, and Americans are playing a child's game.
10 speed Karibu Jason says they use nuclear weapon that might turn something on in Black Fox DNA or something besides fallout poison. And Sunken One also says I was just talking about that with my brother. Jibba Jabba questions, was the Iran earthquake first month an underground nuclear test?
It could be, exactly. Yeah, we don't understand why they had that earthquake a couple of weeks ago, exactly. Remember, we know that the Americans and the cats with the hats, they got earthquake machines, right? And no one knows they got that technology. Go ahead.
And then John says they got goats and camel milk to wipe that duty off.
In Dubai.
You also see Jibba says remember odd and even plates to purchase gas.
Yes, you remember that? That was a kid. Yeah, that was the embargo. That was when we lose the dollar was all messed up. I know Remember being a kid? It was bad in California. We were kids then. Yeah, you had to have your license plate, and if your number was even, you go on that day. If your number was odd, you went on that day. I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell that shit was about. I didn't know. I remember that gas is fucked up. I remember dad complaining. It's all fucked up. Kind of shit. Kind of life is this? I'm like, what this motherfucker getting all mad about?
Oh shit! Now that's you. That's you now.
I know what he's all mad and all upset. I'm gonna make it to work. I can't get no gas and blah blah blah. I said I didn't understand what was going on, and I was a kid. Like, why can't you get no gas and come back here tomorrow? I didn't know they'd already rationed the gas out. I didn't know what's going on. Otherwise, this motherfucker all mad. Shit, calm down, nigga.
Yeah. And I also see Jibadaba says, will the reparations be paid in yuan? That would be.
You're right. You're right, because they hoping that America comes to its senses and they won't destroy the dollar. So of course they say, hey, don't make us destroy the dollar. So come on and agree to our terms, and we'll stop the war, and you can give us our reparations in dollars. That's exactly right. Because had to destroy the dollar, like hell, the reparations are worthless. Go ahead, George.
Trump would rather duty on himself than say yes. It's like,
you got that? You got that shit right? Who said? Yeah. Oh, Dookie Booty. Dookie Booty ain't trying. Dookie Booty ain't trying to get nobody no reparations.
He's so egocentric. I don't think Trump would agree to all that. Danny says,
"That's true. That's true. I don't think he agreed to it either. So I think he'll destroy. I think he's not. So I think he's willing to destroy the world. You're right."
Danny says the coward John McCain got captured in Vietnam and gave up the.
In Vietnam, so the John McCain who died. When he died, when did John McCain die? Like 2017, 2016. Yeah, when they kept his ass in Vietnam, he just told all kind of shit.
Yeah, but literally those are all the comments.
Much love, family.
The end of today's conversation.
I'm surprised we're allowed to have so many people in here today.
Yeah, so I hope you plan to
hit the subscribe button. Go to Blackout Fire Network on Google Play Store. Download the free app. That's Blackout Fire Network on your Google Play Store. If you got Apple, you go ahead and just go to the website. Go to blackoutfirenetwork.com on your Apple phone, because I'm not taking out my donation page. Even though you Negroes don't donate, I'm going to have to put cases on all you bitches. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Where's my donation money at? I'm the fucking police. I'm the police up in here. I'm King Kong. Y'all just live here. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Much love, family.
Download that app so to avoid that case on all yourself.
Just because I'm not pretty like Jovi, I need money too. I gave Jovi money on her birthday.
That's what's up. But much love, family. Thank you so much. Guys, tomorrow, same time, same place. No, on Friday, same time, same place. And tomorrow we'll be having the culture show. So in case you are going to be here, or in case you download the app, you can catch me on the radio station and on the website. That is on the network.
Website, the network, the app on the TV station. You guys got a Roku TV, Joe, be there. You guys got Amazon TV, she'll be there. You guys got a Android TV, she'll be there. You got Amazon TV, she'll be there.
Join me as I play you some Oxtail People's music. That is.
Oh no, I won't be there.
Feel free to also request. But much love. My name is Joby, to those who are here for the first time, and of course, we wind up peace and love.
Peace, family.
Day.